Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. This evening, we are once again on the beautiful campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's High School, bringing you Metro West Boys Varsity Lacrosse, featuring the New Prague Trojans coming in third place in the Metro West Conference to take on the league leader, Benilde-St. Margaret's. They have a 7-1 record. There they are on your screen. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us on a spectacular, hot, sunny evening. 85 degrees here at game time with winds out of the southeast at 9 miles an hour. A crispy night, but a beautiful night to be outside here in mid-May. We're not even close to mid-May. We're about 2 days away, but glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. And in goal for the Red Knights will be number 25, Josh Imes. He comes in with a 5.84 goals against average. And on the other side in nets for the Trojans of New Prague will be number 35, Garrick Berg. He comes in with an even lower goals against average at 4.85. So a good matchup here. New Prague in third place. All three teams at the top include the Red Knights of Benilde-St. Margaret's, New Prague, and in between in second place is Orono. And this will go a long way to decide who wins the conference championship. And we're about to begin. We go to center. And for the face-off for the Red Knights, number 5, Owen Girton, the senior midfielder, will do the honors for the Red Knights. They're in their white jerseys with red shorts, and they win that first face-off. Coming right in with the shot, bouncing it over the net, was Owen Girton, winning that all-important first face-off. And the Red Knights will start off on offense. That's Dylan Popane, number 1. Gets it to the near side, now to the top of the key. Red Knights' first offensive set of the evening, just underway here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us. And now with the ball on that far sideline is number 3, Holton Vanderlinde. Comes in with 10 goals, 4 assists for 14 points on the year. Now Popane to the near side, number 23, that's Jack Anderson. And now he'll give it up to the far side again. That's number 3, Holton Vanderlinde. Vanderlinde now will try to rush it on the right side, gets around the defender, but gives it up back behind the net. That's Popane. He'll come around, take the shot, goes wide right. Rebound on that far side, picked up by number 2 for New Prague. That's Alex Nelson, the senior, as he comes along the far sideline, but it's taken right back by the Red Knights. The first turnover against New Prague is committed and made by number 16, Leo Gagnon, the sophomore attacker, coming up big on the turnover. And now the Red Knights are in business on offense once again. No score, still just the first 2 minutes of the match. Now on the near side, number 21, David Langevin to the far side. Still in the sunshine, that shadow will start to come across. There's the shot, the save by number 35, Garrick Berg. Rebound in front, still loose in front, and it goes in. Somehow it got behind Berg, and he frustratingly throws it out with his left hand. Let's go to the replay and see exactly what happened. There it was, much like hockey, on the ground, and there it was. And they may have credit the goal to number 13 for the Trojans, who seem to be right there. Dylan Scribner, the sophomore. And I don't know if we have a PA announcer that's going to announce that officially, but I think he was closest to the ball. It looked like he may have gotten the long stick on it, although his body language suggested that he didn't. Nevertheless, oh, wait a minute, we're at, yep, there is no tally on the scoreboard as I look over there, but we are at the center circle for a face-off, and our score, 1-0 Red Knights. That goal comes with 10:20 remaining. Here comes the PA announcer. That Holton Vanderlinde, number 3, will get credit for that first goal. He must have been the last one to touch it in the crease on the near side as it rolled into the crease and somehow got by Garrick Berg. And the Red Knights now lead 1-0, and now New Prague has possession. Still waiting to see what their offense is going to look like here. They certainly have prolific goal scorers to boast about on their own, specifically Hayden Ungs, number 6, the senior attacker, has 23 goals, 23 assists, 46 total points. He's the highest score on both teams by far. Keep an eye on number 6, but with it right now for the Trojans is number 17, that's William Gergen. He has 6 points on the year, 4 goals, 2 assists. Now to the far side, that's Leighton Scribner. He has 11 goals, 14 assists, and 25 points on the year. Okay, here's number 6, Hayden Ungs. Look, getting pushed back. In 9 games, he has 46 points. Now he gives it up to number 25, that's Rolly Krokak. Now on the near side, trying it again is Leighton Scribner. Good defense by the Red Knights. That's number 13, Raphael Johnson-Nixon. Not giving up any room down on that low post on the near side. Now the Trojans bring it around the horn once again to number 17. That's Gergen. They'll try that far side, and another great defensive play this time by number 2 for the Red Knights. That's Vincent Verrett, the senior. And here is that Red Knights daunted defense, and now the turnover forced by number 11 for the Red Knights. That was Brady Marcus, and the Red Knights have it in the basket of number 22, Nicholas Capo, the senior. And another turnover registered for the Red Knights. Now at midfield, crossing the center stripe is number 22, Capo, and he gives it up to the near side to David Langevin. And with a 1-goal lead, the Red Knights are in business with their next possession. This will be their 3rd overall. Trojans have 1 so far, and our score 1-0 as we approach the 8-minute mark in quarter number 1. Now rushing the ball from the near side, number 3 is Holton van der Linde. Gives it up on the far side, and the Red Knights now moving quickly on this set. Top of the key. Van der Linde looks left, now dinks it to the right side, tried to get it to number 16, Gagnon. Outside his reach, now the ball loose at midfield, and a nice job by Hayden Ungs trying to get it away, and he comes away with it. Great skill, and now he draws a whistle, and we're gonna get a free, no, they're gonna call it on New Prague, and another turnover on the call. We'll give the ball back to the Red Knights, and number 3, that's Van der Linde. All right, now play back underway. 7:37 to be exact in quarter number 1. Big matchup here in the Metro West Conference. First place versus 3rd place, and only 1 loss separates them both. All right, now here are the Red Knights to the near side. Number 18, Max Riley. Gives it up to 21, David Langevin. Langevin loses it to New Prague. The forced turnover created by number 32, Cole Murphy, the senior. And now with it, the goaltender is Garrick Berg. Nice outlet pass on the money at midfield to number 10 for the Trojans. That's Bo Erickson, the senior. And just as he crossed the midfield stripe, it gets taken away by number 18, Max Riley. The 3rd turnover forced by the Red Knights, and that is a skill that is serving them well so far as they hold on to this 1-goal lead at the 6:42 mark in quarter number 1. Now ball all the way back to Dylan Popane. And look at the great, just as I was gonna comment on the execution, that pass eludes number 21, Langevin, and an out of bounds and an unforced error against the Red Knight gives it to New Prague. Nifty move there at midfield by number 43 with the long stick. That was Gallagher Gore, the sophomore, as now New Prague is set up. Coming in, number 11 taking hits and going down is Colin Buteau. He's a prolific scorer, 19 goals, 13 assists, 32 total points on the year, but they turn it over and the Red Knights have it now, rushing it far side into the sunshine. Unaccosted, crossing midfield as he cuts back. That's number 22 for the Red Knights, Nicholas Capo, the senior. Now to the near side to David Langevin, and just like that, the Red Knights are back on offense, and with the ball is Raphael Johnson-Nixon, and he'll give way here to the offense, and now at the top of the key with the ball, number 34, that's Cameron Kirshner. Kirshner, the senior, gives it up on that far side. Number 25 with it, or excuse me, 15 I should say, my fault. That is Cantor Tanksius. Now top of the key, number 23. Jack Anderson looking for some room and decides to pass it to number 15, Tanius. And Tanius able to recover before it goes out of bounds. Referee over there to make sure. Now he'll try using the net as A screen, and he goes to the top of the key to Popane. He quickly to the far side, now working. That's Jack Anderson with the shot. That goes wide right, out of bounds. Red Knights will retain possession. Clock stopped with 4:57 to go, quarter number one. Now behind the net, number 16 with it. Let's Leo Gagnon. He gets it stripped out of his basket, and now slapping at it is the goaltender. Wow, the goaltender, number 35, Garrett Berg, taking a huge risk, going way behind the net. Now the cross check from behind, and there is the flag from the referee, looking straight into the sunshine. Blows that flag, and that'll be a penalty on the Red Knights for the cross check. So we'll see who's gonna take a knee over there. For the Red Knights, that's the invisible penalty box in lacrosse. So I'm not sure how long the penalty is gonna be for. My guess is they're like either a minute or 30 seconds. But now the New Prague Trojans have the ball at midfield with a player advantage. Time on the clock, 4:34 behind the net. Now Trojans looking to tie it up. So far they've kept the Red Knights offense at bay, only giving up one goal, and it was sort of an easy one as well. Kind of a fluke how it got in there. And there's the shot and the nice save, looking straight back into that blinding sunshine. Josh Imes, the junior, makes his first big save of the night, and now back into the offensive zone, getting cross-checked, and with the ball was number 0, Cole Langevin. And they play on. That's a good turnover for New Prague with now just under 4 minutes to go in quarter number one. Now across midfield, and with the ball, that's Riley Krokik. Maybe Krosak, C-A-K at the end. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that exactly correctly. Now behind the net, quickly back out to the wing to 25. That is Riley. And a flag's gonna go up, and the Trojans continue to hold the ball. That means it's gonna go against the Red Knights. Now turning, Hayden Mays, Ames can't get rid of it. Ball still loose, and scooping it up, keeping the play alive is number 25. Once again, Krosak. Now with it, number 1, Leighton Scribner, He'll slow up here with now 3:14 and counting on the time left in quarter number one. Now rushing to the near side is Scribner. Number 6, Ungs. Now on the far side, 11, Buteau. Behind the net, New Prague. This first their sustained possession. Now with it, Scribner to 7, Braith, and now quick ball rotation by New Prague. Look at the clock, 2:45 remaining in quarter number one. Now on the near side, Scribner. Scribner now rushes towards the goal line, and his crossing pass into the crease was intercepted by the goaltender, Josh Imes. And here's that replay. Oh, this was earlier, the first shot there, and that's that great save by Imes, looking right dead into the sun. And we've got a stoppage with 2:36 remaining. And there was a flag that went up, and that's going to go against the Red Knights. Number 24, who just took a knee on the far sideline, Judah Johnson-Nixon. So now New Prague with 2:32 and counting in the first quarter with the ball, and another player advantage for the foreseeable future. Usually a minute, I'm guessing. Okay, now on the near side, number 6 again. There's their leading scorer, Hungs. Haven't heard from him yet. Now a shot taken from a tight angle on that far side was Colin Buteau, the senior. He has 32 points on the year, 19 goals, 13 assists. His shot out of bounds, but bringing it back is Ungs. Now top of the key to number 50, that's Ethan Trice. In front, the shot, and good defense by the Red Knights. Number 10, Tyler Kirshner, right there to interfere with that crossing pattern in front. 1:58 remaining, top of the key, Trice. Shot from the near side by Ungs, good interference defense by number 0, Cole Langevin. He's got the long stick as he interfered nicely with Ungs. Clock stopped with 1:52 remaining. Now New Prague with it on that far side. Top of the key, Trice. Near side, Ungs. Behind the net, New Prague's number 9, Police. Now on the ground, but recovering nicely is Leighton Scribner. Scribner coming in, now behind the net. Over to the side, Ungs passes up on the shot, cross to the other side, coming in on the wing, getting by and down low with the right side. He kind of went one-handed. Kent Colby sidearmed it right there, number 25. Great individual effort by Riley Crossack, and now another shot taken, goes wide left. 1:17 remaining in quarter number 1. Scribner now with the ball, that's number 1. He'll trot out. 1:11 remaining in the quarter. Great competitive action, and now intercepted as he tried to center it from behind the net, and there to intercept it was Kirschner, and now New Prague takes it right back with 58 seconds remaining, looking to tie it up before the pause at the quarter break. With it on the far side, number 11, Buteau. A lot on the line here for both these teams. Tightly bunched up atop the Metro West. 40 seconds remaining, now coming off the bench with the ball, that's Hayden Braith. He's got 5 goals on the year. Coming in was Ongs as he went down, and a great defensive play by Josh Imes once again. Robs Ongs of that shot as he came right in and he hit the deck, and that was just great defense overall by the Red Knights. Now the outlet pass misses the mark, and there to recover nicely for the Red Knights is 21, David Langevin, and now the Red Knights have 19 seconds remaining in quarter number 1, and now we have a timeout. And I believe that may have been by New Prague, if I'm not mistaken. Not wanting to get caught off guard. Oh, that is timeout on the Red Knights. So taken by Coach Giuseppe Palermo, and not a bad one there. 19 seconds. Get a chance to set up the offense and try to go up by 2 late here in quarter number 1. So they'll be going to a quarter break shortly after they come out of the timeout. And that gives me a chance to look at how New Prague got to their 7-2 record. They started off the season winning their first 4 with large goal numbers, 14-3 at Rochester way back on April 11th. Then 9 goals against Lakeville, followed by 14 goals against Mankato and another 14 against Waconia. 4-0 start on the year. Then they suffered their first loss just by 1 goal at Matamidi. Then they bounced back with another 13 goals by beating Chaska. Then their next loss was just 4-7 against Rosemont. But since then, they've won 2 in a row, 11 goals against Chanhassen, 13 goals against Blake, and now here they are to take on the Red Knights. Next up, they have Orono. Both those teams are directly ahead of them in the Metro West standings. So a lot on the line here for New Prague. Okay, timeout over. As they try to claw back on top of the Metro West. Coming all the way from the southern part of Scott County, New Prague, Minnesota. Beautiful country down there, and they're on the road here, and the Red Knights are on offense with 19 seconds to go in quarter number 1, and now with it on the near side is going to be Vanderlinde. He comes in, scores it. And what a great timeout by Palermo, the coach for the Red Knights, in setting up that play, and it worked perfectly, and it took all of 6 seconds. And let's see, that's number 3, Vanderlinde. He just came in and let it fly, and the sharpshooter beat Garrick Berg on the left side down low, and he had a lot of pace on that, and the perfect bounce stop. And also, what else was good about the bounce is that the ball stayed low after the bounce. It's always more difficult to field those balls at your feet. And now the Red Knights with a 2-0 lead with 10 seconds remaining in quarter number 1.
Number 3, Holton Vanderlinde. That's his second goal.
Stripped away by the Red Knights. They got it again with 4 seconds. Now it's loose, and the New Prague Trojans take a long shot, and it was on the mark by number 13, Connor Williams. What a brilliant shot that was, much like a last-second attempt at the end of a quarter in basketball. But our score, after 1 quarter complete, Red Knights 2, Trojans 0. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Come on back for quarter number 2.
In Iraq, our truck hit a roadside bomb. I had about 16 surgeries on my hand so that I could regain function. And when I came home, I needed a new roof due to a storm. And My electrical was deemed unsafe, and I was about to lose homeowners insurance as well. I didn't really know where to go in order to get help, and so I applied for Operation Homefront Critical Financial Assistance Program. They've really been a blessing. Operation Homefront is a safety net. A lot of veterans, they fall through the cracks sometimes, and Operation Homefront, they catch us. It's been a blessing to us. It's a blessing to other veteran families, and it's good to know that when we come home, there are people who are there that care about us and want to see us do well and want to see us succeed, and we feel it, and we appreciate that. I would say you guys are angels behind closed doors.
Back to ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. Tonight we're on the beautiful campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's, bringing you Metro West Boys Lacrosse featuring the New Prague Trojans and the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights. And if you're just joining us, our score, there it is on your screen, 2-0 Red Knights. They went up by 1 midway through quarter number 1 before they got their second goal with just 13 seconds remaining in the quarter, so they're on the march here again in quarter number 2. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. And now the Red Knights going left to right this time in their white uniforms. Have the ball on offense, and on the near side, that's number 13, Raphael Johnson-Nixon. And he'll give it up to number 34, Cameron Kirshner. Kirshner now loses it momentarily, but right there to bail him out was number 3, Holton Vanderlinde, who recorded that second goal with just 13 seconds to go in quarter number 1, and that was some goal after the Trojans of New Prague had put on a lot of offensive pressure for a sustained amount of time, but came up empty and then gave up that goal late in quarter number 1. That is a morale breaker if there ever was one, so the Trojans are gonna have to come back from that as well. Now 1 minute into quarter number 2, the spin move by Vanderlinde coming in, pass across the way, the shot by Dylan Popane. If I got his number right, let's see. He was at a tough angle, and that's who it was. Dylan Popane, number 1, records his 11th goal of the year to go along with 7 assists. And here's that pass in the sunshine. He had all kinds of room, and he really extended his racket out there, didn't he? Just a laser. Beats goaltender Garrick Berg for goal number 3 for the Red Knights, and now they are clearly and firmly in front. That goal comes with 10:55 remaining in quarter number 2. And we go back to the center circle, and to do the honors, that's Owen Girton once again, and this time number 8 for New Prague. That is Cooper Diaz. The freshman wins the better of that draw, and the Trojans will get it right back, and they are looking for an answer here on offense. Down 3-0 early here in the second quarter. And now they'll start it off at midfield. That's the junior, Colin Buteau. No, excuse me, the senior. Buteau now looking on that far side. He'll trot behind goaltender Imes, who's just been magnificent tonight in net so far. He's had to come up with a couple big saves. Now with it is New Prague's number 1, Leighton Scribner. Scribner now will work that far side, and he is being watched right back around by the great defense by Raphael Johnson-Nixon on that far sideline, not letting anybody by him. Now New Prague's number 17, Gergen, passes it now to the near side, ball loose, and getting there just in time, but there to pick it up behind him was number 24, Judah Johnson-Nixon. He saw that opportunity and he pounced on it, and he gets the turnover. And now on the near side is number 13, Raphael Johnson-Nixon, and he'll rush it all the way into the offensive zone. Another great defensive stance by the Red Knights, and they are on the offense here with 9:40 to go in quarter number 2, and with the ball at the top of the key is the aforementioned number 13, Raphael Johnson-Nixon, and he'll give it up as number 15, Carter Tanius comes in. Tanius looking, he'll rush that goal line, gives it up behind the net, the quick shot, and off the post was David Langevin. Hits the post. Now out at the top of the key, Red Knights retain possession. Number 21, David Langevin to the near side. Number 18, Max Riley. Now behind the net through number 16. That was Leo Gagnon as the Red Knights move quickly, coming in, circling, looking for a button hook shot, and now on the top of the key, deflected. The shot taken by Colin Goodwater, the freshman attacker. Red Knights retain possession, 8:46 remaining. Quarter number 2. Red Knights with now sustained offensive pressure here as we approach the midway point of quarter number 2. Fast-moving quarter this time. Now with it, number 18 is Max Riley. Turns back to the near side. That is Tanius. Tanius beats his man, comes right in, loses it though, as it's poke checked away nicely by the Trojans, number 13, Connor Williams. And Williams tried to go through the triple team, but Dylan Popane pickpockets it right out of his basket. And now the Red Knights have offensive pressure on once again on that far side. Number 15 is Tanius. Just when the new Prague Trojans thought they were going to go back on offense on a great turnover, they give it right back. And now the Red Knights have it. Again, Max Riley doing a nice job, using his wheels to elude the defensive pressure, and there's the shot right in on Berg, and he makes a great save right at eye level. Shot taken by number 19, Colin Goodwater. Right there's the replay, and you know, if it's going to be at right at the face, that's probably not the best place because it's more likely he's going to see it for sure right at eye level. You want to keep those low or a little bit off, but that shot had all kinds of pace on it. Just missed that hole on the goaltender's side, and another great save by the Trojans goaltender, Garrick Berg, the senior. And now play back underway with 7:44 to go. Red Knights with the ball at the top of the key. This time that's 23, Jack Anderson on the doorstep on the shot. What a great pass and goal from Jack Anderson, number 23, to number 21, David Langevin, who was able to come free right behind the net. And I like to use the term button hook. Let's see where he came from. As we see Jack Anderson move in, and there, right there, he button hooks right around, gets Berg leaning the wrong way, and that opened up the net and the goal opportunity for David Langevin, and that's going to be goal number 4 for the Red Knights. That goal comes with 7:37 remaining in quarter number 2, and we go back to the center circle, and it's going to be Girton for the Red Knights against number 8, Diaz, the freshman. Last time Diaz won it, and this time he takes it right from Girton. Second face-off win in a row, but New Prague needs to find a way to turn these face-off wins into goals. Otherwise, they are meaningless, aren't they? Now, top of the key is for the Trojans, number 26. That's Halbmeyer, the sophomore. And now coming off the sideline is Leighton Scribner. He's one of their leading big knocker scorers, 11 goals, 14 assists, 25 points on the year. And now rushing from the near side, that's Hayden Braith, the sophomore. Gives it up on the far side, now around the horn behind, and that is Hayden Ooms. He's got 23 goals, 23 assists, and he's going to get called with another infraction. That's the second time he has had the ball for a small violation, and it turns it over to the Red Knights, and a nice outlet pass scooped on with the reaching was 27. That's Court Engelsma. Nice job by Engelsma, holding on to that ball and then giving it up to number 16 for the Red Knights. That's Leo Gagnon, and the Red Knights are in business on offense. 6.5 to go in the half, quarter number 2. And now the Red Knights will substitute on the fly as they get their goal scorers in here, namely number 23, Jack Anderson, who has the ball. He just got that great assist to David Langevin. Now he's coming in on that right side, goes low, behind the net to David Langevin. Now on that far side, that is Vander Linde. Vander Linde looked to make the shot, but it gets poke checked away by number 2. That's Alex Nelson. And now out of bounds, and they're going to give it back to the Red Knights, much to the chagrin of the Trojans, number 41, Caden Bregeman. He thought he won that. And it wasn't for lack of trying. Good effort there by Bregeman. Now it's ticked away again, and now the Red Knights escape tragedy there by giving it up. Nice poke check by number 10. That was Bo Eriksson. So New Prague getting offensive on the defensive end, but unable to secure possession once they poke check it away momentarily. So nice recovery skills by the Red Knights. That one's overshot by the rushing Popane. And rushing to get there is 41 Bregeman, and he couldn't scoop it on the first attempt, but Popane was able to do it on the second. And the Red Knights have it again. Check the clock, 5:25 to go. in quarter number 1. And the home crowd, or quarter number 2, is enthused by what they've seen out there. Great athleticism and recovery skills by the Red Knights. Keep the ball in their possession. That can do nothing other than demoralize the Trojans here as they are looking for some answers as we approach the latter moments of the first half. And there's the shot by Vanderlinde, although I thought I heard a whistle prior to the shot, and I did. Turnover against Vanderlinde, and the Red Knights gives it back to the Trojans with just under 5 minutes to go, 5:52 to be exact. Now the ball at midfield, and it's loose, and there to pick it up for the Red Knights on defense, Judah Johnson-Nixon. He's had a great game today, hasn't he? Now he gets by the defense, showing some wheels out there. Now into the offensive zone, and he will pull up shop, look right, and now he'll give it up. Nice job by Johnson-Nixon. Judah now in the far corner near side is number 16, that's Gagnon. Gagnon now back to the top of the key, that's Holton Vanderlinde. Vanderlinde now to the far side to Raphael Johnson-Nixon. Here comes Raphael, gives it up. Nice 50 pass shot, blocked in front and scooped up by goaltender Garrett Bergen. He gets a quick outlet pass, overshoots momentarily number 2, Alex Nelson, but he gets it on the bounce, and New Prague niftily saves that shot and is quickly back on the offensive end. And that is a perfect example of how you defend a shot and break it out while the offense is caught too far in and set up a fast break. And now New Prague with 3:44 and counting in quarter number 2, looking for their first goal. As the sun continues to set here in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Now New Prague on the near side, and there is, oh my goodness, it was a bit of a fobble there by Scribner, but he was able to come back with it, and now the shot taken by number 7 on the far side, Hayden Braith, the sophomore, goes over the net and out of bounds, and that'll turn it over to the Red Knights with 3:20 remaining in the first half. And now with it, number 13, Raphael Johnson-Nixon rushes it into the offensive zone with 3:11 remaining. And the Red Knights with a 4-0 lead and possession of the ball late here in the first half. And Gagnon now moves it up to the near side to number 13, Raphael Johnson-Nixon. And he'll take his time. As you can see the shadows coming across the field, ever larger as the sun sets behind us. Just a gorgeous 85-degree evening at game time. Winds 9 miles out of the southeast. That's where all that warm weather's coming from, the south. All right, now on the far side, number 18, Max Riley. He'll spin around. He has great feet out there, doesn't he? Great escapability. Now Gagnon on the near side with 2:26. Now to Raphael Johnson-Nixon. He'll try to rush on the far side, comes in just as he was going to shoot it. He gives it up back behind the net to David Langevin. Now on the far side, Popane. He's got 1 goal already tonight. Now to the near side, number 18, Max Riley. He'll try the right side. As we approach the 2-minute mark right now in the half. And the Red Knights content to run this clock down, and why shouldn't they? 4-0 lead against the third place, 7-2 New Prague Trojans. Red Knights 7-1, first place. Coming right in, Max Riley was right on the doorstep, and he gets tripped, and a flag goes up, and the ball's out of bounds, and the whistle sounds, and that stops the clock with 1:40 as we watch number 18, Max Riley, came right in, and there he takes the hit right at the tail end of that, delivered by big number 41, Lincoln Jacobson. And now it appears the Red Knights will retain possession on that whistle, and the penalty is going to go against number 10 for New Prague, Bo Eriksson. He's on his knee on that sideline. Now the Red Knights not only with a 4-0 lead, but also with a player advantage with 1:34 to go until halftime. On senior night, the Red Knights in control on the far side. Vanderlinde recovers nicely, and that's that recoverability, isn't it? But clearly the defense of New Prague Trojans, they're in a zone, pack it in. Conservative defense right now as the ball goes out of bounds on that shot attempt, stops the clock with 1:15 remaining. And now on this far near corner is going to be David Langevin, comes it out to the near side. 16, Gagnon. Back to Gagnon, he takes the quick shot, he scores it! As he goes low, and there's the frustration you could see on Garrick Berg after that goal went in. As he beat him, it looked like maybe between the legs, but he went low. And I wonder about the sunshine coming in when you're looking back, and that sun now is nearing the horizon. It could be right in your eyes, you can imagine, as the shadow is directly behind him. And Berg, he kind of gave a body expression there, like, what are you gonna do? Well, I think what had a lot to do with it was the sharpshooting of Gagnon as he puts the Red Knights up by 5 with 1:05 to go in quarter number 2. Back to the center circle, and the face-off this time by Khalif Brown for the senior for the Red Knights, wins that as he went against number 8 Cooper Diaz. And this time the Red Knights, after getting their 5th goal, 56 seconds remaining, and they are on offense once again. And at the top of the key is number 3 Holton Vanderlinde, and they are going to hold on to it and know they're going to call a timeout here. So the Red Knights, it looks like that was going to be Giuseppe Palermo, going to take a timeout.
Call by the Red Knights.
And he has a pattern of doing that, calling timeouts with just a few seconds or less than a minute remaining in a quarter and a half. And last time he did that, as we look at the Metro West Conference standings, as I was alluding to before, it usually works out well, as it did at the end of the first quarter with 19 seconds remaining following a timeout, where you think a coach might just say, forget about it, let's go to the break and we'll talk about it then. He sets up a great scoring play for Vanderlinde, and right now that's what he's cooking up as we look at these conference standings. And there is the Red Knights in first place, 7-1. Orono basically tied for first place at 8-1 overall, 3-0 in the conference. But there's New Prague, 3-0 in the conference, 7-2 overall. So all 3 of those teams with 0 losses are basically essentially tied. And that's why this match is so important to both teams. And so far, the Red Knights are dominating here at home with a 5-0 lead with 45.7 seconds remaining. Having just taken a timeout, they will have the ball with a player advantage. Unless that may have just expired as I look over to the far sideline. I'll keep an eye on that. All right, play underway, 44 seconds. And now quickly another whistle and a stoppage from the referee down in front of the Trojan goal. And you can see those shadows starting to creep up. The lights are not on yet. And now we're underway. That's Jack Anderson with the ball, number 23 at the 30-yard line. He'll spin around. And he'll let that clock wind down. 30 seconds remaining. 25-yard line, Jack Anderson looks back at the clock. Now he's gonna start to get the motor going here with 22 seconds. Now he rushes, coming right in with the shot, and that was the same play that Coach Palermo designed for Vanderlinde, just on the opposite side of the field. That one this time went by the wayside, but a great attempt by Jack Anderson. Now with the ball with 11 seconds. Anderson again, looking for another opportunity. Vanderlinde now will try this near side with 5 seconds remaining. He spins, goes to the left side, and a nice save. And Berg steers it just to his left. And another excellent chance by Vanderlinde. Now right in front, Lundgren shoots and scores it. Is it in time? No, they wave it off. Right in front with just seconds remaining on the clock, but it was too late as they wave it off as time expires. And that is the end of quarter number 2. Our score 5-0. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. Come back for half number 2.
Your story doesn't have to end. As an organ donor, the good in you can live on. In fact, you can save up to 8 lives through organ donation. Sign up to give the gift of life after you're gone. You'll be happy you did. Just maybe, someone else will too. Sign up online today as an organ, eye, and tissue donor at organdonor.gov. It saves lives.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. Tonight we are on the beautiful campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's High School in St. Louis Park on a gorgeous 80-degree evening, featuring the Red Knights of Benilde-St. Margaret's boys lacrosse team atop the Metro West Conference in first place, taking on the third place but essentially tied New Prague Trojans, who come in with a 7-2 record. Both teams undefeated in the conference, with just a handful of games to go in the regular season. And the jockeying for section rankings is at stake, along with the conference championship. And now New Prague, they've got to come out down 5-0 and make a statement early if they want to get back in this one, in my estimation. And now they have done that by winning that first face-off. And with it come away the Trojans on the first face-off of the second half. And with the ball now is number 25 for the Trojans. So a great early start for them. That's Riley Krosak. Now Krosak gets pushed back by number 24, Judah Johnson-Nixon, who's made his presence felt on defense for sure. And now at the top of the key for the Trojans, number 26. Well, do I have a name for him? I do not. Oh, yeah, I do. Ian Habmeyer. Now with it, number 11. That is Connor Williams. To the far side to number 1, Scribner. And the Trojans all in dark uniforms. And the Red Knights playing great defense. They haven't given up a goal all game long, and they want to get a shutout for sure if they've come this far. Now with the leading scorer, Hayden Ungs, looking for an opportunity. Great man-on-man defense by number 22 for the Red Knights, Nicholas Capo. Big-time defense makes the Trojans regroup at the top of the key to number 26. Again, Ian Habmeyer, the sophomore. To the far wing, Leighton Scribner. He's one of their leading point getters, 25 on the year, 11 goals, 14 assists. And the Trojans just not getting any shooting opportunities on their own here and just passing it around with now 10:20 to go. Still early moments of quarter number 3. Rushing it on that far side is number 25, Krosak, and he gets it taken away from him by the goaltender, who's been perfect tonight, Josh Imes, the junior, having a beautiful night in nets as he comes up with that save. And now the Red Knights with their first possession of the second half on the near side to number 22. That is Capo. Capo now rushes it. He holds it out in front of him to protect it from the poke checks, and now ahead to number 13. Of course, Raphael Johnson-Nixon. Now Raphael down behind the net to number 19, that is Goodwater. And now his pass to Gagnon. He tried to keep it in, but it was out of bounds, and an unforced error turns over the ball to the Trojans. So another possession with them, and now quickly rushing it into the offensive zone, crossing midfield for the Trojans was number 13, Connor Williams. Now with the ball is number 25. Again, that is Krosak. 25, Krosak gets it poke checked away. Another great defensive play by the Red Knights, this time by Tyler Kirshner, as he comes away with it and gives it up to Judah Johnson-Nixon, number 24, and he lofts it across midfield to a wide open number 20. That's Kruzmark. Kruzmark now into the near side, and Dylan Popane, and with 9 minutes to go in quarter number 3, Dylan Popane will slow it up, as coming off the bench on offense is Jack Anderson, and with the rolling pass, he scoops it up. Now to the far side, that is Holton Vanderlinde. Vanderlinde showing some speed quickly, as the Red Knights want to continue their offensive dominance here into the second half with a 5-0 lead at halftime. And now they'll roll it up ahead to number 21, David Langevin, who comes off the bench. Now Langevin will try the right side, and now he gets poke checked slightly there by Colin Buteau. And now he'll put the move on Buteau and come back up to the top of the key to Vanderlinde. Now Vanderlinde will try that right side once again, and he gets pushed back by the number 11. Colin Buteau will take him on as well, as the Red Knights content to work that right side, aren't they? They're still working that right side. Vanderlinde looking. Good defense by number 10. That is Eriksson, and the shot with Eriksson and Buteau all over him, and going down on the shot, Vanderlinde sails it out of bounds, but the possession will remain with the Red Knights, and that's number 18, Max Riley. Riley now as the pace is quickened here for the Red Knights. Jack Anderson with 7:47 to go in quarter number 3 takes a shot on the far side, cuts back, and that's Colin Buteau. Playing very physical defense for the Trojans. Now trying to rush on this side is Vanderlinde. They keep up that same offensive ploy, that working that right side. And that is bringing Trojans defense over there. You wonder if they're going to try to set it up to the near side, and there they do, David Langevin. But now on that right side again, Jack Anderson. I kept wondering if they were going to lull all the defense over and spring someone on the near side, but instead Jack Anderson comes in and tries to bounce it on the doorstep of goaltender Garrick Berg, and Berg is not having it, and he makes the save. And the clock is stopped with 7:14 remaining in the third quarter, and there is a flag I just noticed at midfield. There it is. It was just picked up by the official there around the 45-yard line, and I don't know who that's going to go against, but it appears it's going to go against number 11, Colin Buteau, the senior. Yeah, and he was getting physical down there, and he got whistled for that. And so now the Red Knights, with 7:11 remaining in quarter number 3, have the ball with a player advantage for the next minute. And now the shot taken by Vanderlinde, and that went off Berg, out of bounds. And let's see who they award it to. And the Red Knights are going to retain possession. I do believe Berg touched it right there. He did catch it with his goal stick, for lack of a better phrase. Now the Red Knights, Popane to Vanderlinde. He winds up and fires just wide left as he bounced it right at the goal line as it goes wide left. Berg was right there hovering the post, and now the New Prague Trojans have it in a nice nifty outlet pass on the money, but unable to handle it was number 32 Murphy. And now the Red Knights take it right back on the missed outlet pass. Now right in front, all alone in the goal, number 19 for Benilde-St. Margaret's, Colin Goodwater, the freshman, records goal number 6 for the Red Knights, and that will be his 6th goal on the year as he got free one-on-one with the goaltender Garrick Berg, and he put it on the upper right side at about shoulder level and puts the Red Knights on the board for the first time in the second half, and a 6-0 lead. And what a nifty pass that was as well to set them up following the turnover. And so the dominance of the Red Knights defense combined with very efficient offense has them up 6-0. Again, with 6:41 remaining in the quarter.
19, Colin Goodwater.
So Goodwire gets it. Now the Trojans win the ensuing faceoff, coming right in with the long stick. Kamikaze style was number 2 for the Trojans. Alex Nelson, he was going to go to the net no matter what, and why not? You got to make something happen, and he came right in and almost got it done. But now Hayden Ohms is going to take a shot, and a flag goes up. And now the flags seemingly are becoming more frequent in this one, as number 22, Capo, is going to get whistled, and he's going to go take a knee. So Nicholas Capo, the senior, with his team up 6-0, will go to the invisible penalty box on the far side, putting his knee down at about the 48-yard line extended on that far sideline, and that means the Trojans have a player advantage for the next minute, and they have the ball. And they have not taken advantage of any previous power plays, but now they have it this time. Looking for something here. Now right there on the doorstep, passed up on the shot, but good defense by the Red Knights as they pack in that zone, don't they? Not playing as aggressively when they're at full strength. Now the quick shot by Ohms, and there is that scoring prowess by number 6, and it was a matter of time before Hayden Ohms, the senior attacker, coming in with 23 goals, 23 assists, and he just went low and hard and quick and beat a sliding Josh Imes for the Trojans' first goal. And now that comes with 5:52 to go in quarter number 3. Theoretically, the Trojans are in this. Will this spur them on to more goals? Oftentimes in lacrosse, it's a momentum game. You can get on a run. Will this spark a run? Let's see. If you're a Trojan fan, that's what you're hoping for. Now at the center circle, and that's Gurton for the Red Knights, fighting for that all-important face-off, and the Trojans have it following that goal. Scooping it up nicely was number 43. That was Gore, and now he gave it back. No, they don't. The Trojans have it. No, they don't. The Red Knights have it. Boy, once I looked down for a number of a player's name, and then I look up and guess what? The Red Knights have it. I should almost expect it. And there is Gerton. After the Trojans momentarily won that faceoff, they turned it right over, and there's that Red Knight defense with their cat-like quick responses, forcing the turnover, and now they have the ball and the beautiful sunshine on just a beautiful Minnesota night. No humidity, no bugs, light winds now. 82 degrees at halftime, 85 at the start. Now inside, and it got tipped, and now the shot taken by 19, Goodwater, as it got deflected, but he was right there, much like a tip drill in football, on a wide receiver tipping a ball, and then a D-back just responding. Great reflexes there by the Red Knights. Goodwater, and the Red Knights retain possession up to the top of the key. That's Vanderlinde. He'll try the top of the key. He'll drive the right side of the lane and takes a shot, bounces it through the goal crease and out of bounds to the near side, and the Red Knights will retain possession with the clock stopped with 4:32 to go, and there's that replay. Wide left. Now on the near side, Goodwater to the top of the key in the sunshine. Jack Anderson, that sun is right at eye level if you look back into it, and that's blinding and can cause you to miss the ball. Anderson did, but he get it to go through on the shot. He went right at the feet of Berg. He got it partially, he slowed it down, but not enough to prevent it from crossing that goal line, and that's the second goal that is rolled in. Right here, he went low, initial stop, and then it just snuck in on that left ankle. And that is goal number 7 for these Red Knights. It will come with 4:15 remaining in the third quarter. And the Shadows have pretty much completely covered the field here. And clock back underway and ball loose.
Number 23, Jack Anderson.
Jack Anderson getting credit on the PA announcers. Call of the game, and now wrestling for the ball, and now we've got a penalty, and it's gonna go against the Red Knights, and the Trojans will keep it. Wasn't exactly a penalty, it was just an infraction and a turnover, and now here come the Trojans down 6 with the ball, number 6, who has their only goal just a few moments ago. A nice one from the near left side, underhanded shot, beat Imes, ruining the shutout. But otherwise, Imes has been lights out in nets, and that last goal was going to be very difficult to stop. I can really see why number 6, Hayden Ungs, has the kind of stats he does, recording his 24th goal of the year in just 9 games, to go along with 23 assists, mind you. And so good job to the Red Knights, keeping him under wraps, having given up only 1 goal. And now the outlet pass misses, coming in off the sideline, number 34, Kirschner. And the whistle out of bounds, stops the clock with 3:13 remaining. And the Red Knights appear to have it as they sort things out. They do on that far sideline in what remaining sunshine is on the field is with the ball is number 16, Leo Gagnon. Now Gagnon starts it off to the near side to number 18, Max Riley. Riley will trot into the near side, try to rush towards the goal line, retreats momentarily before giving it up behind the net to number 19, Goodwater. Now with it again, 18, Riley. Back up to Popane. Oh, and he misread Gagnon. Gagnon was leaning left. Popane thought he was going to lean right, and he missed him, and it was an unforced error and a miscommunication on that pass attempt by Popane to Gagnon. Gives the ball back to the Trojans, and with it is with the long stick is number 41. That's Lincoln Jacobson. Now with it, number 1, trying to get it across midfield is Leighton Scribner, and his pass ahead misses the mark intended for Ungs. And another great defensive pressure causes a turnover for the Red Knights, and with the ball for them is number 18, Max Riley with the double team. He'll turn back around. He has his head up, cuts back to the near side, and gets across midfield safely. Good perseverance by Max Riley. Now he takes a cross check, and that's got to be a flag. And that's a frustration being expressed by Colin Buteau right here. No real reason for that. And frustration is a normal emotion, and that's how it comes out in sports sometimes. And now you get a flag, and he'll go to the invisible penalty box on the far side, and think about that. And his team down 6 with 2 minutes approximately to go here in quarter number 3. The Red Knights with the ball, and now Gagnon, right before he thought he was going to shoot it, gave it up to Jack Anderson. Now Popane, top of the key to the near side. Holton Vanderlinde flies, goes wide right. He was looking for that right post, and he just missed it wide right, out of bounds. And the Red Knights will retain possession with 1:51 remaining in the quarter. Now behind the net to David Langevin, Holton Vanderlinde, top of the key, Dylan Popane, back to Holton. Now behind the net, Langevin, David. Holton Vanderlinde lets it fly this time, going for that upper left-hand corner, and he misses that just barely wide left and high. There's that replay. And the Red Knights will retain possession with 1:28 to go. Jack Anderson inside, intercepted by the Trojans, number 13, Connor Williams. Now Williams at midfield, in the clear, to the near side to Ooms on the bounce. He's got it. He's got quick hands, Ooms. You can see why he has so many goals and assists. Quickest hands out there, actually. Very smooth in how he picked that up. Hayden Ungs. Now he'll give it up to the top of the key, number 7, Hayden Braith. 58 seconds remaining. Prague looking to get a goal here, or maybe 2 before the end of the quarter. The wind continues to blow here, 9 miles out of the southeast, sun setting on a gorgeous night, and the New Prague Trojans with the ball, and 41 seconds at the top of the key is Scribner. And look at that, big red machine defense, Red Knights, just impenetrable, seemingly. And now a whistle and a turnover. And I can't explain why that was, but the clock will continue to wind with 28 seconds remaining. And now we got more whistles and a timeout, I believe is
called by the Trojans.
And a timeout this time called by the Trojans. Their first timeout comes with 27.6 seconds remaining in the quarter. So the New Prague coach keeping up the same pattern. His name is Paul Newton. And that will now give us a chance to look at the upcoming schedule for Benilde-St. Margaret's. And there they are. Let's see. New Prague, they beat Woodbury. There they are, New Prague, with 4 more to go. 2 more home games coming up on the 15th and the 17th later this week. And then next week, the big game at Orono. That will very likely determine who wins the Metro West Conference and would likely determine the seeds. I'm pretty sure they're going to be in the same section they typically are in most sports, Orono and Benilde. They've had some rivalries this year, especially in girls and boys basketball. Both teams were in the finals to go to the state tournament. Boys Orono team beat the boys Benilde team. Girls Benilde team beat Orono's girls team, but great matchups they were. We brought you those matches on ParkTV 16 Sports, but right now we're bringing you Metro West Conference boys varsity lacrosse, and we're at the tail end of quarter number 3, just coming out of the timeout taken by the Trojans with 27.6 seconds remaining. Still have 1 quarter to go. And the Red Knights with a 7-1 commanding, dominating lead. And despite their great offense, it's really their defense that is their strength overall, giving up 1 goal to a high-scoring team like New Prague. It's Exhibit A in defense of that statement. And all right, 25 seconds to go, and the Red Knights have it deep in their own territory. That's Holton Vanderlinde as he crosses midfield. He weaves back in towards the goal at the 30, cuts in further, looking for a shot, cuts back right, comes in and beats Berg. Unassisted, Holton Vanderlinde, and that is amazing how they could not stop him as he records the Red Knights' 8th goal with 13.4 seconds remaining, and he ran around them quite easily, and it reminds me, basketball was my main sport, played in high school, and it's like a point guard, and they're coming down the court. You got to stop the ball would be the first thing, and here they did not stop the ball, and he brought it right in for a layup, and the 8th goal. Best way I can describe it. All right, playback underway. Face-off, won by New Prague. They're coming right in. They got a chance to get a goal late here in the 3rd quarter. 2 seconds remaining as they turn it over, and the Red Knights launch it down, and a cross-check just as the whistle sounded, and that brought a few groans from the home crowd. But after 3 quarters complete, our score 8-1. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us. Come on back for the final quarter.
This is my husband, Alex Hussey. Alex is about 2 weeks away from coming home.
I was point man in foot patrol, and I stopped on the bomb. Lost my legs and my left hand in an explosion.
And he suffered a severe traumatic brain injury.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
There are so many mountains to climb, and we do it together.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
To watch Alex take on this mountain, that's what this is all about.
DAV provides a lifetime of support to veterans of every generation, helping more than 1 million veterans each year.
Alex has conquered this mountain. That's something he won't forget.
With the right support, there are no limits.
Look at that smile! You did it!
But there's more to be done, and more victories to be won.
This has meant so much.
Thank you, DAV.
Alex Hussey, thank you for your service. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. We are on the beautiful campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's High School, bringing you boys Metro West lacrosse, varsity style. And tonight, the Red Knights lead 8-1 as we enter quarter number 4. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us as we're about to begin quarter number 4. And as I mentioned, the Red Knights dominating tonight, 8-1. Now in the 4th, in this very important Metro West matchup. Both teams came in undefeated in the conference, and only one loss differentiated them in the overall win and loss column. And so far the Red Knights with an 8-1 lead, and now we got a flag. It's going to be called on the Red Knights as the long stick shot taken by the Trojans number 2, Alex Nelson, the senior captain, goes wide left, but the whistle, and I think a flag went up. It did. It's lying over there, and now kneeling on one knee in the invisible penalty box is Dylan Popane. That penalty will come with 11:41 remaining in the 4th quarter. From the home of the Red Knights in beautiful St. Louis Park on a warm July-type evening in Minneapolis. Couldn't be nicer. Light winds now out of the southeast, bringing all that warm weather, and now New Prague looking for some warm weather on the scoring front here as they find themselves down 7 goals with 11.5 minutes to go in the match. Just looking to build on another one here as they pass the ball around. There's their leading scorer who got their lone goal was Ungs, and now right in front, and another great save by Josh Imes, the junior goaltender. And he's made a couple of nifty saves, and that was another one here in the 4th. And now with the ball in the offensive zone is 16 Gagnon for the Red Knights as he spins back around. And there he goes on the far sideline, being guarded very closely by the New Prague Trojans, number 13, Connor Williams. And now he'll still rush with it behind. And with it, this time, 19 is Goodwater. He recorded his first goal of the night in the 3rd quarter, and now the Red Knights have it. And New Prague, they are now playing an aggressive defense, down 7 goals. You can expect it, and that's going to open up lanes just like that for Jack Anderson as he sprinted himself open. Crossing pattern and beats the frustrated number 10, Bo Eriksson. Here he is. He beat him by a step, and then he crossed it over back towards the left-handed goal post, and he beat Berg for goal number 9. And that goal comes with 10:41 remaining in the 4th. And we go back to the center circle. And once again, for the Trojans, he's been there for every one. Cooper Diaz, and he's won his fair share of them. It's been fairly even at the face-off circle between him and most of the time Owen Gerton, but not all the time. All right, 10:41 remaining, and there he is, winning it again, the ninth grader, Diaz.
Jack Anderson.
Jack Anderson getting his goal. I think that might be his third tonight for the hat trick, if I'm not mistaken. All right, now with the ball for the Trojans, number 1, Leighton Scribner. And now the sunshine is off the field. The lights are on here at the Benilde-St. Margaret Athletic Complex. As we approach 10 minutes remaining in this one. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us. Hope you're enjoying this greatly played boys lacrosse match as the Red Knights, one of the best teams in the state, showing why right here, both on defense and offense, in a big match in the Metro West. Trojans now looking for some offense, with it getting pushed around, but retaining possession nicely was Colin Buteau. And there's the great defensive player. That's a goal by New Prague, and I was looking down again on that one. Let's see. Buteau found a wide open number 14, Braden Smith, for goal number 2, and what a great play on the pass by Colin Buteau as he drew the defense into him, and that opened up the space in front of Josh Imes, and the Trojans are still alive here, technically recording their second goal here now in the second half, and their first in the fourth quarter. Still a long way to go. 7 goals down, but they've got to start winning all these faceoffs, and back to do the honors is Cooper Diaz, the ninth grader again. This time he goes against number 11 for the Red Knights, Brady Marcus, and they're going to redo it with 9:46 remaining. And now we'll go to the center circle as they get those baskets lined up there. Now they put the ball down. Got to get low here to win this possession of the ball. There they go, and Diaz digs it out again, and getting there to scoop it up nicely is number 7 for the Trojans, Braith. New Prague looking for a rally here late with 9:33 to go. They have the ball after having just scored their second. See if they can get some more confidence here on offense. Now with it is Colin Buteau, who had a great assist on that second goal. Gives it up to Leighton Scribner. Now Scribner to the near side to 25. That's Riley Kosak. To Ungs. Ungs had the first goal. Now underhanded back to Ungs. He couldn't pick it up. Now on the far side, retrieved by Ethan Trice. Now Trice. Back to Krosak. His shot deflected in front and picked up on the run by number 10, Tyler Kirshner, and he sprints all the way in the offensive zone and then loses it momentarily, and it's poke check back away by Buteau. Buteau takes a strike from Johnson Nixon, and now coming away with it again is Tyler Kirshner as he tosses it into the offensive zone. We've got a whistle and a turnover, and the Trojans have it again. Great lacrosse action at midfield this time. Clock stopped with 8:39. Now we whistle, and the Trojans have possession. As we approach the 8.5-minute mark, and I can feel my voice is starting to get a little scratchy. My apologies. Now on the far side, number 7 for the Trojans, Braith. Behind the net, Ungs. Leading scorer, gets contact, ball comes loose, flag goes in the air at about the 42-yard line. Red Knights have the ball, whistle stops the clock with 8:16 to go. And another penalty gonna go against the Red Knights, and it is getting a little chippier out there as we approach the remaining moments of this one, and taking a knee will be number 22. That's Nicholas Capo. One of the seniors, I should mention, that were honored on senior night here. There were 9 seniors who were graduating from the Red Knight team, and tonight they honored their parents along with their own lacrosse careers. And now a timeout taken by the Red Knights, again with 8:16 remaining, and there we'll now look at New Prague's upcoming schedule, and they have a big one coming up in 2 days against Orono, who also is 3-0 in the conference, tied atop the standings with Benilde-St. Margaret's. And right now, for another 8 minutes and 16 seconds, same with New Prague, as they're also undefeated. So big part of their schedule. Then they'll host Owatonna and Bloomington Jefferson. So the New Prague Trojans will not be on the road, and they've got to take some long bus rides. Look at that. Mahtomedi from New Prague, that's a good hour at least. Chaska, good 45 minutes. Rosemount, that was at home. Then they went to Blake, that's across the river. Then they're back here at Benilde-St. Margaret's. These are 45-minute bus rides, maybe an hour, depending on traffic. So they'll have 3 at home, and that should greatly help them in their odds of winning those next 3 and hoping for a Red Knight loss and also a comeback. Okay, timeout over. And the Red Knights come back out and play back underway. 8:13 remaining with the ball for the Trojans. Number 50, Ethan Trice, the senior attacker. New Prague now has 8 minutes to go and 7 goals to make up. That's about a goal a minute, and now they take the shot, and there it is. To number 1, Leighton Scribner, and Scribner, number 1, gets his 12th goal of the year to go along with 14 assists and 26 points now as he takes that shot and spins it, delivers it to that upper left-hand corner. Forceful, 9-3. Now they have 8 minutes to score 6 more to get into this. And we go back to the center circle and the all-important face-off for Girton and the Red Knights against number 8, Cooper Diaz, the freshman. He's been winning them of late, and he needs to win another one here for the Trojans. And this one Girton is really fighting for, and Diaz comes away with it. He's like a Houdini, and a nice pass back to number 2, rushes it in. Nelson, and now the Trojans are back in business with 7:47 to go, and their offense comes back out, especially number 11, that's Colin Buteau, who's played a huge role in their comeback. Buteau, big tough kid on that far side, had an assist on their 3rd goal, and now they're looking for goal number 4 as they try to chip away against the Red Knights. Halfway through the 4th, they're getting there. Now with it, the ball right in, in front, the shot and a goal! Number 6 to Buteau, number 11 at the doorstep. He goes low and he scores goal number 4, and the Trojans are in business. Look at that pass as he threads the needle, beats the lunging defenseman and in and went low on Imes. And now it's 9-4. 5 goals separate these two. It was 6-0 at halftime, so the Trojans haven't been this close in a long time. And now back to the center circle, and Diaz is not there to do the face-off for the Trojans. Instead, this time, Nicholas Thompson will do the honors, and he wins it. I was like, what happened to Diaz? He's been so successful, but they bring in a replacement, and he also wins it, and that's got to give the New Prague Trojans all kinds of more confidence as they have the ball with 7 minutes to go, down 5. Rushing on the near side and taking a shot. No call, still banging at it, and it gets poke-checked away again by number 10 is Tyler Kirshner, coming up big on the defensive end just when the Red Knights needed it. And a chance to stop the momentum, and now the outlet pass, misses the mark, ball loose, picked up, and coming back the other way is number 26, Ian Abmeyer, right into the doorstep as he goes down, flags go up like a laundromat, and the clock is stopped with 6:34 to go. And we're gonna sort this out as Hallmeyer came right in, and the save made by Imes. That would have been something had the Trojans gotten that one to go, cut the lead to 4. Meanwhile, it appears the Trojans are gonna retain possession as both teams usher in substitutions. Now getting a little darker. And now with it is to number 50 for the Trojans. Trice. Near side Scribner. Trice. All on the goal line. Now with it, that's number 9, Toby Blyce. Seemingly a shot available there. They pass on it. Blease again, the senior attacker, around the top of the key to Trice, near side, number 1, Scribner. Scribner looking for some room. He's quite a far ways out, though. Gives it up to Krosak, and now the shot taken by Buteau. There was contact made with the sticks, but the Trojans retain possession, but now they lose it with the miscue and a critical turnover, and coming up with it on the dead run. How they do that is Brady Marcus. Great skill and speed by Brady Marcus. Recovers that miscue, but they lose it out of bounds, and the Trojans get it right back. But the clock now looming in the distance, 5:40 remaining. And that is going to become an issue, as if it wasn't already at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Now that outlet pass was careless. They tried to get it to Buto. Now Gagnon has it as he rushes in, and he gets pushed from behind, and we got a whistle and a timeout taken on the field, and I believe that was taken by Coach Giuseppe Palermo of the Red Knights. And that will come
by the Red Knights.
Yes, I am confirmed on that. Timeout taken by Palermo and the Red Knights. Not a bad time, as the Trojans really put on a run here late, midway through the fourth quarter, rattling off 3 goals, but they still have 5 to go with 5:35 left in the match. But still, it is possible in lacrosse. Goals can get scored in just seconds, going the length of the field. So stay tuned as we bring you the rest of this frenetic ending and exciting fourth quarter here on ParkTV 16 Sports. And it'll also give us a chance to acknowledge that tonight is senior night. And I'd at least like to mention the names of the Red Knight seniors they honored as they come out of the timeout already. But it's Cole Langevin, Owen Gerton, Max Riley, Dylan Popane, Khalif Brown, Nick Capo, Jack Anderson, Raphael Johnson-Nixon, and Vincent Verrett. Also Judah Johnson-Nixon, and then managers Ellie Scheidemann, Catherine Guerin, and Claudia Williamson, along with Alana Jaff and Cameron Kirshner, all seniors. So a big year for both management and staff. They're going to lose a lot of good people, and all of them were honored along with their parents and their families on senior night here at Benilde-St. Margaret's High School. Okay, following the timeout taken by Coach Palermo, and New Prague on a 3-goal run here, but now they've given up possession seemingly for the first time in the fourth quarter. Now with it is Holton Vander Linde, number 3, turns, shoots, goes out of bounds, and the Red Knights will retain possession with Jack Anderson on that near corner. Anderson now will begin the offense, and now another whistle and a flag away from the play. Looks like it's going to be called against New Prague's number 41, Lincoln Jacobson. At least he is there. You can see his body language, like, what, me? And let's see. And we got a referee on the far sideline. I don't know, was that the replay there, Paul? No. Well, number 10 for the Trojans is going to take a knee. That's Bo Erickson, away from the play. And now the Red Knights have it with a player advantage for the next minute and 5:18 remaining in the match, and they've got a 5-goal lead. And with the ball, that's Jack Anderson on that far side, and he'll come back to the top of the key, give it up to the near side. That is Gagnon. Gagnon now gets forced back, and he'll give it up on the far wing to Popane. Popane to Jack Anderson at the goal line, now behind the net. Nice quick first step, and the shot was 19. Goodwater, and boy, does he have a great quick first step. That is his advantage, and it sprung him loose on the doorstep, and a great save by number 35, Garrick Berg. And now here comes New Prague on the other end, and a quick shot on the outlet pass taken by Ungs, their leading goal scorer, who has one tonight. There he was, and he got rid of it quick. There's those quick hands, and that underhanded shot he's so prolific at, and it was wide left. He misses on the opportunity, and he goes to pick up that ball as it's loose, and he does with his right hand as he gets double teamed. He holds on and now gives it up to Scribner at the top of the key with 4:16 remaining in the match. Scribner looking on that far side, being marked closely by Raphael Johnson-Nixon on defense for those Red Knights. And now he gets by Johnson-Nixon in front, wide open, and the shot in the goal, wide open. Number 14 for the Trojans, Braden Smith, the senior, penetrated that defense. You'll see him come from the right side of your screen, sneaks in right in that open shot, takes the pass and delivers the goal. And now it is 9-5 with 4 minutes to go. So we're on pace. I think I mentioned they were 8 goals down, 7 goals with 7 minutes to go. And right now, it's 4 goals with 4 minutes to go. So they are on track to tie this up with 4 minutes to go. Don't go anywhere. Big Metro West conference lead on the line tonight. And the Trojans are showing great resilience. And there's Diaz at the center circle for the face-off, and he loses this one, and that was critical. They really can't afford to lose face-off for too many times here late, and there's a shot, and going down to his knee, Berg saves the day. And they only waste a few seconds as now they have it with 3:42 to go, and they might as well have won the face-off as now they have it. Great defense by the goaltender Berg, coming up with his biggest save of the night. Really can't afford to give up any more goals to these Red Knights at this late hour. Now behind the net, Buteau. Near side, there's Ohms. He was open for a second, now he gets double teamed, and it gets poke checked away by Johnson-Nixon, and now coming back with it is Krasik. And now a whistle as he loses his basket, and now they start again with 3:12 to go. Top of the key, and now another flag is going to go against the Red Knights, and the New Prague Trojans have it with 3 minutes to go. Now they've got to score more than a goal a minute, down 4 with 3 to go. Top of the key, wide open is Krasik, and he scores it. Are you kidding me? Number 25 took the pass and delivered a rocket. Riley Krosak, the sophomore attacker, and a great pass just after getting bumped by Scribner, and wide open, and somehow the Trojans are finding themselves wide open, and they're delivering laser shots just like that, and now they are on pace once again with 2:54 to go, essentially 3 minutes. They're down 3, and it is anybody's game here now. The Trojans and Diaz are going to go against Girton and the Red Knights for the all-important possession of this ball, especially with 3 minutes to go. And now it's picked up by the Trojans, then lost on the check. Still picked up, now poke checked away, and still loose at midfield, and Girton comes away with it. Huge possession for the Red Knights, and Girton sprints all the way behind the net, being followed by Diaz. Now the ball back out, and the Red Knights will slow it down for sure, as we're now under 2.5 minutes to go. Way out at midfield. And the Red Knights are going to play prevent for sure here, and they're going to run around with it and try to play the possession game. And you can hardly blame them, as the Trojans really heated up here in the fourth quarter with 5 goals. Now within 3. They have not been within 3 since early in the first or second quarter, I believe. And now it's hacked away by the Trojans. Good defense, still loose, but getting there next was number 19, Colin Goodwater, with a big possession. And now they give the ball back to New Prague, so they've got a chance with 1:48 to go. They've got possession, but they need 3 more here. Now that's Buteau. Look at that sidestep to the left. Great nifty move. Wide open is Scribner, coming right in, and the save by Imes robs him with 1:34 to go, and then the quick outlet pass, and now here comes number 13, Judah Johnson-Nixon, or Raphael Johnson-Nixon with it, 13. Raphael all the way down behind the net will trot around with 1:20 to go, clinging to a 3-goal lead, and remain atop the conference standings of the Metro West here in year 2025. And again, Raphael Johnson-Nixon just holding on to it, still with it, moving around. 1 minute to go on the match, and he is gonna suck the time out of this clock. Very confident, spinning around out there, much like a point guard, just dribbling around, trying not to turn it over. And that is 21 with it, Dave Langevin. He's played well tonight too. They're just running around, trying to take time off. Now he's gonna get double teamed. They finally knock it loose, and still loose, and we got a whistle as there's contact, and then they give ball back to the Red Knights. No, did they give it back to the Trojans? I thought I saw a signal. Nope, now finally the Red Knights have it. Could have sworn I saw the official point his arm in both directions a couple of times. And now they're gonna give it to the Trojans. So there was confusion. My eyes did not deceive me. And they're gonna give it back to the Trojans with 30 seconds remaining and the clock underway. And they've got 100 yards to go. And I believe too many mountains to climb to save this one, but not for lack of a valiant, unbelievable late game run to make it kind of close and put a little bit of scare into the Red Knights here. And there's a shot and a goal by New Prague with 7.3 seconds, and that is the amazing number 6, Hayden Ungs. Their leading scorer, get his second to the night, but it's gonna be too little too late, isn't it? Here comes Ungs with the spin move with 7.3 seconds. He goes low and delivers that shot. Actually, it was partially blocked by Josh Ines, but he couldn't block it all the way, and it snuggled by him, trickled by him, and this game is now 9-7. They're down 2 goals with 7.3 seconds. I think you can score a goal in a couple seconds, but I don't know if you can score 2 in 7. Let's see. Back to the center circle, and in is Nicholas Thompson. He's 1 for 1 in face-off. Clock underway, 4 seconds, ball loose. Red Knights come away with it, 1 second remaining, and there's the final siren, ending the match. What a match this was. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with ParkTV 16 Sports, my name is Robert Christensen. Our final score tonight, Red Knights 9, Trojans 7. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again. Have a great night.